All right, we're back with another Flannel Friday, kind of our freestyle Friday, more athletic day. So we spend a little bit more time at the track, the field house here, rather than just not a ton of time in the gym today lifting. So we did a bunch of sprint variations, different jumps, different things like that to get warmed up. Did some kneeling, half kneeling ball chase, or lacrosse ball chases from different positions. Then did some rolls into chase. Toss a ball, roll. Again, these mats suck because they're so long. So as you're rolling, you're still pushing off on the mat, which I'd rather just, like there, kind of choppy step, rather push off on just the floor, not slipping as much. Then did a roll. Last week I did the 2 hurdles to the roll. Now I did a roll, then over 2 hurdles to a sprint. So again, nothing special, no actual figuring out a distance between the hurdles. I just put them up there to make it more fun, make it more challenging, throw an obstacle in the way, and to do our sprints. So doing athletic things, you're rolling, you're jumping, and then you're sprinting all in one. Then one of my favorites, toss the ball. As soon as the ball hits the ground, you sprint, go grab the ball, and then immediately toss the ball again, and then sprint and get it. So 2 tosses, basically about 60 meters in total in those. Then a bunch of different tennis ball chases variations. So facing the wall, toss the ball off the wall, goes over your head. Once you hear it hit the ground, you sprint, turn and sprint and go and get it. So that was a fun variation. And then back into our lifting. So again, working up to our main set of the day, kind of power, strength, impact, all that thrown into one. Clean depth drops, as you can see here, using our environment, using the house. Hopefully be getting outside here shortly. It's starting to be halfway decent weather here, but it's just so wet and muddy. I don't want to ruin the way of Wade's shoes there. Don't want to need to change shoes either. It's just a pain, to waste of time. And then the roll, again, more rolls, dive, roll into the hurdle flip. So just another fun variation to do. Again, athletic stuff. You're rolling, you're sprinting, you're jumping, you're throwing, you're cutting, all these different things that most people don't do in their training programs. Most of it's just lifting, and crappy lifting at that. And that can get you results, sure. It's freaking boring. I did that for so long. That's why I wanted to do athletic, or feel athletic, as I creep towards 40. I'm 36 now, so 40, I'm closer to 40 than I am 30. It is important to do athletic stuff because I want to stay athletic for the rest of my life. So I do athletic things. You might see these things like flipping. Oh, I'm too old to do flips. Well, maybe right now. You work your way up to these things. You don't just start doing something, and unless you're a freak athlete that just picks things up on the fly, you haven't sprinted in 10 years, you're not going to go out and start sprinting. You're going to build up to that. You haven't cleaned. I suck at cleans. I haven't cleaned really ever before the last year or so. And I'm starting to, these actually felt kind of, for lack of a better term, clean and smooth actually today. First time ever really feeling like clean. So I actually feel like I'm pulling and yeeting, so to speak, letting her go, ripping them. But again, it's just about doing athletic things, not just lifting weights. Anyone can lift weights. Lifting weights is not really athletic. Weightlifting, like Olympic lifts, are probably one of the more athletic lifts, and people say they are so against them. But I used to be that way too. But then I started thinking and started experimenting and realized they were actually good. So we did that 3, the sprints, or not the sprints, the cleans, the drops, and the roll to broad jumps or hurdle jumps. And then we did our impulses. So we did working on, again, more impact, hitting those hamstrings. We did the hamstrings. I did leg extensions as well. So more rapid reps. So as you can see, this is real speed. So this is fast. Thinking as fast as possible, not worrying about really pulling the weight. It's just kind of that dead stop, boom, impact, fast. And then did the leg extension ones too. So I didn't get those on camera. Excuse me. Then we hit the hips. Got these from Movement Through Medicine. Just a nice variation. I would call it like the pigeon stretch, elevated pigeon stretch if you're yoga person. Put the hip up. I got a better view coming up here from the side. This one looks like I'm just humping the bench there, but the hip up in what is it? External rotation, and the other leg's kind of doing a split squat and going up and down. Add the weight. Get a good shot of the triceps there with the flannel cut off. So looking good there. So this next view shows kind of a better setup. So that external rotation there, and then you're just kind of squatting on that back leg. Really get a good stretch there at the bottom and the hips. And again, work the hips, work the groin. Hit everything around that area. That's part of your core too. Your core is not just your abs. So hit that whole area, the hips, the butt, the quads, the groin, the low back, and the abs. So hit those. Then I finished with a iso lunge, 3 minutes each leg on those, and some ab work. And that was it. I didn't film any of that just because you don't really, it gets kind of boring just to watch a iso lunge hold. And abs, everyone's seen I did reverse crunches on the GHR machine. So that was the workout today. Be athletic for life. Keep going, guys. We'll be back soon. Thanks.